Well, I'm back at it with another server project. And it's something I don't need, probably can't afford, and shouldn't be doing right now. But tariffs have me spooked, so I'm trying to get the things I need while I can, because this has kind of been a project in the back of my mind for a while now. And I got a little bit of a cardboard mock-up here. It's pretty jank, but this is essentially pretty close to the footprint of the Sliger CX2177a 2U rack case. It has a 17-inch depth. I believe I'm off by like a half an inch, give or take. But I'm essentially making my own edge server, I guess is the fancy term for it. I was just calling it an ultra compact portable server, but yeah. So it's going to be an interesting build, technically. These sit like that. But it's eATX capable case, but there's TDP limitations since it uses a Flex ATX power supply. So best I can get away with, I think, is 600 watts from what I can tell. But this is going to be the layout. It has space for 5 2.5-inch drives on top of the power supply. And then with the eATX space, I'm going to have a bunch of SAS solid-state drives. I really don't want to, but I'm kind of twisting my arm and considering buying a 7th one of these. I'd love 8, but these were a good deal, but pricey. I paid $160 a piece for these 3.84 terabyte SAS drives. And yeah, I got 6 of them. This 7th one here is actually a dead Dell 2 terabyte drive I pulled out of a machine I got for recycling. I'm hoping I can get that to wake up and recover, but it just seems to be straight up dead. But yeah, I don't know. I think I might be pushing it with 8. I mean, these 4 aren't that much taller than the 80mm fans, so I think they'll be close enough. Although the thought is I'm going to mount these to a to the standoffs for the eATX mounting points. But it'll be interesting. I'm going to be pushing everything to the limit because I'm going to have a low profile dual slot card here, probably a 1050 Ti just to save money. And then I need, these aren't going to be the same slots, but I'm going to need a USB controller card and then 2 HBAs. And potentially, if I'm lucky, I might have enough slots available to do some NVMe down the road too. The big problem I have right now is I can't get the board I need because of tariffs. I forget what the board is. I think it's an H11SSL-i or something like that. It's a Supermicro motherboard that's socket SP3, and I want to put a Epyc 7282 in it. But it's been a struggle to find the board. I might go with an H12. I can get those new from Newegg, but I'm already over budget because my budget was 0. And I have to buy basically all the parts for this except for what I'm using for the VM storage, the 4 SSDs for VM storage, which are going to be either those 512s or some 480s I have. Probably going to go with the 480s because I like Intel drives better. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if it actually happens. This will replace my desktop at home, and it'll allow me to do video editing at home and at the office, which would be great. But if you're a viewer of mine and happen to have the right ATX form factor AMD Epyc board, feel free to hit me up. And the price is right, I might be interested. Otherwise, I'm probably going to just break down and buy the H12 board from Newegg. But I don't know. Thought I'd show what I was doing since I didn't have a video for today. So hopefully that's interesting, and thanks for watching.